everybody, welcome back to Coffee with Dillas. If you are a new subscriber, please do not forget to subscribe, like and share, and also leave a comment about your opinion on this video that I'm doing today. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 kinds of friends that you really need to avoid if you have them in your life. You have to let them go. I know that sometimes we always let emotions, cloud our judgment, and then we don't want to let some people go. Oh, she's been my friend for a minute, or we've been together for so long, she's my childhood friend, I can't let her go just like that, we've shared a lot. Look, when I finish elaborate until I get them for tell today, and if you figure out those kind of friends and for your life, then you really have to let them go. Some people, they don't need to be your friend. It doesn't matter whether or not don't be friends then for donkey years. Some people are not meant to be friends or are not meant to be in your life. So please don't go anywhere and just enjoy the video with me. Alright, so the first kind of friends I'm going to talk about are the bougie friends. When I say bougie friends, I talk about that friend in way I don't know what I for say. Did they forget their background? Did they forget how they come out? Did they forget humble beginnings and humble days? Maybe when I don't grow up, when I don't be able to get stuff, when I don't be blessed, when I get jobs and all of that, and then they don't forget how when I come from or how when I grew up, and then they want trifle. I need to chop me plenty, I need to chop me wow. That kind of friend away, they don't forget how when I grew up. Oh, I need to chop me puff and beans for corner roads. I need to chop me a chumbo, all that kind of chop. Then look out for those kind of friends. Trust me. You know that kind of friend away, like you guys have to go out to somewhere. Maybe you're going for lunch or something, and they're like, oh well, I don't like us to go to this restaurant. I don't want us to stay at this hotel. Maybe you're traveling out of town or something. I usually don't like to stay at hotels like this. Order 5,000 a night kind of hotel and a really cheap hotel. Mostly like for that kind of 25,000 or 50,000 hotel. Or another friend will go tell you, say maybe you like some kind guys, and that people have their different choices, right? I feel be not like for date. Maybe I like for date now. Let's say boy them. You like for date you na GHS Limbe kind boy them, or you like for date you na GHS downtown kind of boy them, And then I text her, oh wow, I like the guy. Oh, the guy come on with school. Your friend is asking, what school is this guy from? Oh, the guy went to GHS downtown. And then the friend's like, yeah, I don't like friends from GHS downtown because blah blah blah. Look, indirectly, right, the person is shady or the person they look down on you. If that person is your friend for real, the person will respect your decisions, the person will like your decisions, the person will like the people that you want to hang with, as long as that person will be bad person, right? I don't see any reason why their background or their works of life or their school where they go will get for be an issue. Whether it go the kind of school when I go, whether I go Seka or it go PSS Mancon or it go Our Lady of Lords or it just go na GBHS downtown, uptown, whichever town GBHS where they all my two limit, whatever school where that person go, right? Or you go na GBHS Kiliwindi, it doesn't matter. We talk about the person in question. We need to talk about background. We need to talk about school. We need to talk about which way the person they do in life. Most times we don't turn for we've pushed aside the things that really matter, and then we are looking at what people will say. Oh, I be lawyer. I'm not supposed to date carpenter. Excuse me. If that carpenter is treating you right, you better go for the carpenter. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and so also, there's some friends that you have, and they'll be asking, "Oh, where did you grow up?" Oh, so I mean, growing up, part of my life, I spent it in Tombe. Let me tell you guys a story, right? A very short story about a friend of mine. Part of my life, I spent it in Tombe with my mom's uncle. I grew up with them, his kids, they were amazing people and all of that. And then I had this other classmate. She was a classmate of mine. She was from a rich family. I mean, I sure say they be only they Tom because of his papa the job, because of a government worker. Know how Cameroon government they transfer you to any place that they didn't fit. They don't really care, So they were in Tombe. They found themselves in Tombe. Years later, right? Fast forward to when we're all grown ups and everything. There was this other classmate of ours when we were in primary school. This other friend that her family was in Tombe because of her father's job. She used to spend most of her time with this other classmate of ours because the classmate would be closer to them. We would stay really far from them. So we only meet now only for school. After school, we spend more time now with this other classmate. So that will not grow up, We come. I mean, PHS come back for lower C. So I write advanced level for lower C, go university. So I had to come back because I wanted to redo some subjects in the advanced level. So when I came back, When I saw her, I'm like, oh hi, how far? Long time I've not seen. Well, everybody was happy. I'm like, you remember this person? You know, I was talking about the other girl that she spent most of her time with her. Like the friend where Imami they used to call them, they can't house can't chop because I'm a friend of used to like for chop. So Imami they invite the other neighbors that picking away. Now that other classmate of ours, let them stay with her, eat with her, so that in the course of them eating, it go one chop. Eat to be like him because we also say maybe they call that girl and maybe they can't chop we when they chop then it go, you know, it go feel us to eat too. So I said, oh, you don't see the man, eat they here to eat the pictures come by, eat they can't go see you reach for the law and behold. He refused blatantly right in front of me. Dilly, stop forcing me. I don't know her from anywhere. I said, baby girl, this is somebody that you used to eat with. You don't remember her? He said, nope. I don't remember you, big mommy. Stop forcing me. I was embarrassed. I felt bad, especially for that girl, right? That other classmate of ours. You know, and then I got to understand, like, okay, well, yeah, Dilly doesn't stay in Tomba anymore. We don't move at that time. We're living in Limbe. That time I was with my parents. You know, so she was living in Limba as well with her parents. So probably, oh yeah, we stay for the same city. Bougie as well. I'm not even bougie as funny thing. Now you be bougie. You know, we stay for Limba now. So you know, so this one is still living in Tomba. So she's not my mate or anything. Look, you have to look out for those kind of friends. Stay away from them. If you have a friend that will look down on you, look down on anybody around you, look down on whatever you like, your choices, your stuff that you want to do. Maybe you want to become a teacher because you have a passion in being a teacher. You want to teach, you want to pass out the knowledge that you have, and somebody will be like, oh, you know, how you want to be teacher? Where if you be engineer, if you be doctor, you get sense, you are so intelligent, you can be this. You don't need those kind of people. You don't. I mean, there's a different way of motivating you to be better than talking down on you. We should be able to pay attention. You should be able to differentiate those two different things, right? So that's it. If you have those bougie kind of friends that will minimize your efforts, minimize the people around you, look down on anybody around you, please leave them alone. You don't need them. You don't want to have them, because my point that way they come with negative energy. They go ruin your spirit, ruin your day, and just make your life difficult. On to the second kind of friends, the competitors, right? Look, let me tell you, there's a difference between somebody being a competition, or let me say productive competition, like good competition, and bad competition, right? I can have a friend who is business inclined, business minded like me. I'm a very business minded person. I always want to do business. I'm always trying to have another source of income. I'm actually going to make a video on how to, you know, have different sources of income, or why it's necessary for you to have different sources of income. So now there's a difference, right? If you have a friend who likes business like you, let me say you talk about, oh, I really want to start up another business line. Maybe I want to start selling hair, or I want to start selling lingerie, or I want to start doing catering and all of that. And your friend be like, oh yeah, na good idea actually, and then starts bringing you ideas. You know we can do this, you know we can do that. Oh, why don't we do it together? You know, sometimes two people doing two heads are better than one. Two people can do this. It's going to be easier for us to actually succeed in it. You know, if you have a friend like that, that's actually cool. That's different. But if your friend at that kind of friend, you tell you, say, oh sis, I want to start selling clothes. Like, sell clothes, are you serious? How can you be a medical doctor and you want to start selling clothes? I beg, please, we are doctors, we are big girls. We are happening babes, we are not those. I beg. You can imagine your profession, they will start seeing you selling clothes, you know. And then you turn around only for you to find out that she has an online store. Fashion something online.com. And you want to find out, is that same friend that was talking down on you? Oh sis, don't wear blonde hair, blonde wigs, because it makes you look funny, it makes you look. And then you turn around and notice that she's the same person wearing blonde wigs. Look, that person is a competition. She's trying to be like you. And trust me, those kind of people, they know that they can never ever be like you. So they're trying to do everything possible to be like you. And they are toxic. They're not people that you should keep around you. They're not people that, I mean, imagine her talking down on you, doing something, and then going behind you and starting up that same thing that you wanted to do, after telling you that it's not good for you to do, it's not something that you want to do. There are friends that, let me tell you, right, maybe you're in Cameroon, or you're back at home, wherever your country is, you're doing something, maybe you have a little job, is giving you 100,000 francs, you can, or whatever your currency is, you can pay your bills and you can do stuff, but you think that you can do better if you travel out of the country. Maybe if you move to America, you move to Canada, Europe, somewhere, UK, wherever, and you can do better, right? And then you find some lying for travel. You can't tell your friend, say, well, boy, I don't see this online. I think it's really gonna work. I want to try it and all of that. And then your friend be like, oh, sis, you already made 100,000. What do you need this line for? By the way, not fair which line? You explain it to the friend. Man, I tell you, other people then are scammer then. Don't give them your money. Don't do this. Don't do that. And then the next day, Snapchat, check. Instagram, check. WhatsApp status, check. Your friend is in America. You follow your very dopey line. That's competition. That's not the kind of friends that you want to keep. They will embarrass you. They'll make you feel stupid. You'll run mad. Imagine that you tell your friend a donkey line and a friend tell you, say, no, boo. What did you want to do? Use that money you want. Go do something. Buy a motor, drive and cruise for the town. Only for you to turn around and see that friend has used that same line. And the friend is in America. The friend is doing Snapchat things on you. Because sometimes, most times, not sometimes, most times, they'll be updating WhatsApp status and all of that just to make you feel, to drive you mad, drive you crazy. You don't need that kind of competition. And I beg you, we all know the kind of friends that are competing with us. Like I said in my introduction, right? I said most times we let our emotions and our judgment, emotions to cloud our judgment. We start feeling like, oh no, she's my friend. She doesn't mean anything. She's just trying to. We know that competitors them. We know the bougie friends them. We know the ones that they talk down on. We know all of those people. Please stay away from them. Once you be able to identify, we women the most especially, right? We're 6th sense over strong. We're instincts over strong. When you see it, let them go. Don't try for play smart. Don't try to play God. You're not. You know be Jesus. You know be any of their book. You know be even Angel Gabriel. Let them go. You don't need them. Cut them off. Just start. You know that maybe when they hang out all the time, you can start reducing that. Just draw back, step back, and that's it. You'll be fine. The third kind of friends you should avoid are the gossip. Like, right? When I talk about the gossip, I mean people that always have scope, always have gist, always have news about another friend. They always get the latest, about someone or other friend. And another thing with us, right? Let me just say this one and then I'll come back to this thing. Would it always be like 4 or 5 friends? That's a whole group. It's too much. You guys can be cool, but trust me, subset then go there amongst Wuna. I'm definitely gonna be closer to this other friend. This other one is gonna be closer to this other one. Even if a group of 5, then one person could just hang, and then you find that person here and there. And now it could be most times the person that cause most of the confusion, right? Apart from that, when I physically get friends and maybe you be closer to just one of them, like you're just 2 of you who are really very close, and then there's the other group of friends that you all have. Trust me, the friend that is always bringing information or always has something to say about the other friends, to you, know that that friend is taking things from that other person or from you to the other people. Because there's no way that a person will have gist about these people, right? How does that person have to get the gist about these people? Either she don't want other people then they talk about, or probably she don't. This other friend will be different from this other one. They bring gist about you. They talk about it and then it bring the things and back to you. Trust me. In the course of, because na story get for bring story. Somebody has to be saying something for gist to flow. And when there's no gist, they will bring your own gist and talk about it, and it will flow. And that's how. Trust me, as they're talking about this one, know that there's a day that they are talking about you. So if you have a friend that always has gist about other people, know that the other people always have your gist from this friend. If you guys are 2 friends, right, there's a lot that we do. There's a lot that you people can stay talking about just about both of you. I mean, one time when I feel, grind some small thing about some person. But when another person being a person, he steadily gets gist about the other friends, about it. John know you say no, your own gist too. Now you did the grind for the other side. So there's no way you are free. All Monday for inside that soup. Unfortunately, maybe that middle person. Now the person they always get gist, that's always the person that people really don't have their stories, because she's the one talking about this one to this group, this one to this other group, this other group to this other group, and all of that. So if you come back, all the story they revolve around you. So if you have a friend that is always having gist, know that your own gist is always going out through that friend, because when they are talking about whatever, the other person has to talk as well. So they will bring your topic and talk about it, because she's not going to talk about herself. So pay attention to those kind of friends. And the fifth kind of friends that you have to avoid, they talk down on your friend, they talk down on you friends. When I say they talk down on you friends, right, I was using my phone to see. Let me put the phone down because this one is a little bit long. I have to expatiate. You know the kind of friend that maybe let me give you an example, right? You were dating somebody, you broke up with the person, and then the person moves on. You move on. You know, you're doing your best to move on. A person don't move on, maybe don't get into another relationship, you know, maybe don't get married. Look, and then your friend come back to you. Oh, this, you know, say the man don't marry, no. You don't hear say, you know, say you don't buy new motor, you don't get new job. That's how I be dated by law. You remember say the farite, you need for situation they do for the new girlfriend now. It bad, they can't keep place. Excuse me, ma. Who sent you on an errand? Did I put you police behind my ex to come and be telling me the things that they are doing and the things that they are not doing and how he has a new job? Do you want to give me hypertension? Do you want me to die? You don't even know my struggles in their relationship. It's true that you were my friend and I was telling you stuff, but I'll never ever give you all the details. See, those kind of friends, avoid them. Because her mission is to drive you crazy. Her mission or his mission is to drive you crazy. Because you know very well that I was in a relationship with this person and I liked this relationship and I liked this person and I didn't want this relationship to break up, right? I don't break up now. Why? Any man they move, they go your own side. Why do you keep bringing, you know, memories? Oh, the man, remember that time when I be that guy, so when I be can't stay for the place, that time when I be facing when I go married. Hey, what's happen when I know last married? Excuse me, why are you bringing all of those things up? Why? You remember that time when you know say you travel, go one man country now, so you don't say all that other thing, setting it for inside your house, you last no travel. What's that for? You see friends that will bring you when you're in your best mood, right? Maybe you're at a good place in your life and all of that. They'll always bring negative things. They'll always see, there's some stories that happen to people that you never ever want you never ever want to remember them. You don't even want to talk about them. If you're a friend and that friend will always bring that kind of story, no. You don't need that kind of friend. That friend we must say when I do some plain joke, ambiance thing and the waka, movement day when I enjoy on yourself and they just bring some. You remember that time we be fast so they are close, maybe they enter you. But you don't really slim or say the close enter you now. You don't need that kind of friend. The kind of friends that a boy will be asking you out, right? And then she'll just come from nowhere. My mommy, thank God you're dealing. Say you don't really big, so you don't know how to cook now. So like the boy for the one they ask you out now says so you want to say, mommy, cook me arrow, you go cook wonders. Thank God so you don't know how. Like they make it look like they're trying to be nice. But low key they're insulting you. You don't need those kind of friends. Another category, right? For inside the very number 5, talk down on you kind of friends who I want to mention. When I see that friend away, they don't probably born. My faith on about that one they don't born. Boy, you born which day? See you, all who already born. See, I'm picking they can't go for one small time. You born your own which day? Excuse me, ma. Now me you come over village, calm down, mommy. Leave me no. Anytime I want born my own, I'll born my own. If you be don't born, you know say you're picking for them. See, from the time we start bruh. If you be don't born, you know say you're picking for them like 8 years, like 13 years now. Excuse me. I have goals now. You see those friends that will use their own life or their life achievements, whatever, to taunt you, to torment you. Let them go. You don't need them. You see that one away, man say there's some other friends, right? When I be age mates and when I grow up, when I don't marry, when I don't when I wish for get married and all of that, right? Your friend get married. You still there, you never get married. You did for some serious relationship and then something happened, that relationship break up, when the relationship that you be the hope say it will come down to marriage, right? Yeah, you know, succeed or the relationship break up for some reason where you don't even feel explain. And then your friend know very well how much you wish for being married by this time, especially maybe when I look at age and all of that. And then your friend they turn around for taunt you all the time with that relationship or with that marriage or with why bo I want Harry go outside. No since I don't marry so mama say like ma dey overcome all the stay outside with una. No. Excuse me, ma. Were we not friends before you got married to this man? Where mommy? I don't sleep me the whole night. My pikin cry for night sote. And mommy, when I try make am born here, so that when I tuna get explain because I explain the things so I know sure so when they understand. Who did we offend? Why my friend? I say, Mama say, Mama say, this ain't no like sleeping chop. I dey cook new chop every day. I dey tired now. Why the one when I come is I need pick phone. When I no vex, I just marry no easy. We don't know. We're never married. How go know? Please don't stress us. So you see, because I don't want to make this video too long, it's gonna become boring. Look, we have to be extremely smart. Another thing I want to say, I'm not even going to add in any category. When you're happy, right? Look out for the friends that don't clap for you when you're winning. Those are the people you have to let go. When your friends are not clapping when you're winning, there's a problem. Because if I'm your friend and I'm winning, you should be happy for me. I don't see any reason why you will not be clapping when I'm winning. You definitely know that, look, this is a good thing. I'm happy for my friend. Because I don't see how my friend on the struggle for be with where he be right now. He don't struggle for get this degree. He don't struggle for get this speaking. He don't struggle for marry. Especially when it comes to marriage. When you're getting married, ladies and gentlemen, look at your friends. Monitor them. Study them. All right, you go know which way they go. You will know the people that are happy for you. Once your friends are not clapping for you when you're winning, they are not happy for you. And when people not be happy for you, those are the people that you need to let go. You don't even need to say, I will tell you, say, leave these friends. You have to be smart. Use your headquarters. Know when it's time to let go. Leave emotions aside. Leave emotions aside. Oh, we don't be friends for yada 50, 55 years, 180 years. Leave it aside. Once you notice and see some friend, look, time don't pass, right? This is a time when if coronavirus has not taught you a lesson, then I don't know what's ever going to teach you a lesson. This year we're almost coming to the end of this year, and I bet you most people have not been able to meet up with their goals that they are set for this year. If coronavirus never teach you anything, if life never teach you, say, look, if something is not moving, let it go. If you have to do something, do it now, because you don't have to, you're not sure of tomorrow. Right? If you know that you have this kind of friends, these 5 kinds of friends, there are whole lots of different kinds of friends, but I just decided to group them into 5 different groups. If you have 5 of this kind of friends, even if you have 2 of this kind of friends, right, you have to let them go. No be people the way you want them for your life. They don't mean well. They might look like they mean well, but they actually do not mean well. Let them go. Find another. If you really need all of these friends, find another group of friends.